Hi guys, do you want to see the most overpowered bot on chess.com? Phiona Mutesi, the woman candidate master who lived in Katwe, Ugandan slum, changed her life through chess. Can you defeat the Queen of Katwe, right? She's a 1700. And now, because I've been going up the bots and I've beaten like the 2000 bots and stuff, maybe I've had a bit of overconfidence. So when I come back down to a 1700, I've been trying to beat her in like 5 or 6 minutes. But I've tried to beat her like 10 times now. She just keeps beating me. So I'm going to try and show a lot of respect and try not to see that it says 1700 because she's honestly like a 2000. I'm going to prove it as well. I'm going to pair her up against one of the 2000 bots. So got a ruler Lopez. She's pushing my bishop back. So there's tension here in the center. So if takes, they develop the queen, we hit the queen. Maybe we add some pressure to this pawn, but then if push, we pivot round and it's quite a closed position. Let's see if they want to go for that. Okay. They can trade the queens if they want. We just undefended this pawn though. So bang. Redefend it. And she's just going for pure development. She's quite aggressive, guys. You got to be careful. So there's this. Looks like a nice little jump. If they take, we've got the bishop in. Okay. Take that. We can pivot back. Yeah, I think I like this. Trying to open this bishop up, but they move the knight back to defend this pawn. So if this... No, let's... You know what? Let's bring a rook. Can I add more can I add a bit of pressure to this pawn? Yeah, let's go after this pawn because it opens up my dark square bishop, which is nice. If this, trying to get a trade, we'd come in with check. It'd all be very forcing. So that is now hanging. And it's a fork as well, so it forces a trade. Fork in the, well, a fork. Fork of a knight and a rook. But it looked nice and forcing, so. This rook isn't doing anything on this f-file. But the bishop is there, pinning the pawn, so I've got to be a little bit careful. I mean, if I just take now, and I just up a pawn, but she's pretty active. Right. Got to be careful, guys. She's honestly so scary. This knight looks like it, and it's in a bit of a tricky spot. We created a little cubby hole, though. Now this, guarding this pawn. Then try and trade the rooks. They take, we're very happy. We get a rook on the open file, but they maintain the pressure, which is the best move, I think. Now this looks nice because it opens up my rook and it tries to unleash my knight as well. This is a nice move in terms of like piece cohesion, guys. Okay, so now we get the open file. If bang, they have to take. Or they could throw in check here and recapture. Yeah, I can throw in this. So I guess I was threatening, guys. I was threatening before to take and open up my beautiful rook on the f-file. So I guess they're captured. And now when I open up this file, my rook's no longer there. So that's a weird... So they're taking 2 pawns and having a pawn on the b-file for the bishop. But it's a pretty important bishop because I don't see how they promote without that bishop. I'm going to take it. I'm calling her a bluff. I don't think this is good. I can just... I don't even need to move the rook there. I can just wait. And now hit the bishop. Let's try that. I don't know what her plan is here. Obviously, if we take, they get a queen. Would we deflect their king onto like this square where this would be a check? I'd love to take their bishop. If we slide here now, trying to take this pawn. But bang, and then we take the pawn. Bang. I'm not getting it, guys. I don't know what she's got here. Okay, we're just up a piece. The pawn was the only thing that she could maybe have. And their pawns are pretty bad as well. So look at that. Oh yeah, I got it, guys. I finally got it. Honestly, this must be my 10th try. She's really good. Yeah, and that's a beautiful little outpost square for the bishop. Going all across here. And now if let's just bring the king, if in doubt. So if this, maybe here, trying to, or that. Trying to trade the rooks. Oh, very nice. Okay. We've got it, guys. The bishop covers both pawns. That is like a 5-point bishop right now. We're 4 points up on material, but in reality we're like a queen up. We can take, but that gives us double isolated pawns on the H file, which is often pretty drawish. So they're going to try to take the pawn. I don't think they ever can. So we just shoulder their king. Bishop will always protect. And now their queen's on the edge of the board. So we get through this way. I'm going to ignore this pawn and just focus on shouldering the king. Just for simplicity. If their king gets in, it can be a little bit awkward, so let's promote. Get a cheeky queen. Phiona, honestly, I'm so done with you. I spent... Oh god, I've spent hours trying to record this video. That seemed pretty easy as well, that game. It's just... Yeah, be careful with her. So, we got the king in a box, step 1. Step 2, king and queen checkmate. We pivot round with the king. A little boomerang motion. And then step 3, we boomerang around with the queen. The triple boomerang. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's how you beat Phiona Mutesi. She's the most underrated bot I've ever played on chess.com. And I've played a few, guys. You'll know if you've been following the channel. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Like and subscribe if you did. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's a big milestone for me. So cheers. See you next time.